We're in the shed and I've got my brand new GT Sanction Enduro bike. Now you might have already seen this bike starring in how to build your bike from a box, but today we're going to be talking about 7 ways that can take your new bike to the next level. And the best part is that they're almost entirely free. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this disc. Now I can actually see why they are there. They're there so that if the chain disc over the top of the cassette, it's not going to go right into the spokes and actually jam up. But to me, I'd rather just ensure that my gears are indexed every time that I go riding. So I'm going to take it off, and apart from anything, the flapping noise that it creates just annoys me. Let's get rid of that, shall we? And we'll just throw that away. I'm all for safety, but these reflectors, they just don't do it for me. So let's get rid of them as well. Better. Now, I'm one for liking a really silent bike, and a top tip that I spotted a couple of World Cup riders doing a few years ago was actually using a little bit of Velcro just to put on the chainstays wherever the chain was slapping off, and that just silences and deadens any noise. So make sure that you get some sticky back Velcro. I've actually pre-cut some pieces already here that I'm just going to stick onto my frame, and I'll put them on, and when the chain does drop onto it, it's hopefully going to be silent. I think that you can agree that it looks pretty clean, pretty sleek, and you can still see the GT logo and the Sanction name there as well. Now just remember, a top tip is that old saying, measure twice, cut once. Now, one of the biggest improvements that I've found over the last couple of years has been going tubeless. A lot of the manufacturers actually spec their bikes to be tubeless ready, and this is exactly just that. So all I'm going to have to do is put some valves in and add some sealant. We've already done a video on how to make your tyres tubeless, and the link will be in the description down below. And there we have it, how to go tubeless, and it's a lot easier to do than people think, and it makes a huge difference to how your bike handles. One of the biggest things that really makes a bike good or bad is the cockpit setup. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set my bar height, and I'm just going to lift the stem off, and I'm going to set the spacers. Now I've actually done a video on this already, so check out the Mission Control series. The link will be in the description down below. And you just play around. I mean, I know what I like, and it takes a little bit of time for you to find out what you like. Other factors to consider when you're adjusting your cockpit is as well your brake lever angle, and also the distance you are from the grip and your bar roll. One thing that can really bug me about bikes is the cable routing and the mess that sometimes it can create. Look at this, I've got a dropper post, brake hoses, gear shifting as well. I'm going to try and neaten that up, and that really makes a huge difference to how the bike looks, and it also deadens some of the noise. It's amazing what a few cable ties can do, and I'm just going to put these in the cables, join them up and make it look a bit neater, and you'll be surprised just how much tidier it looks. Now when you're doing this, I've actually got 3 top tips for you. Make sure that you do use good quality cable ties. A pair of side cutters really makes a big difference when you go to cut the ends of the cable ties. It makes it super smooth when you slice it off. And if you are racing and you're going to have a number plate in there, just try it before you get all your cables cut and neat and ready to go. Now, one of the things that really makes a big difference to how I feel on the bike is the seat angle. This is an enduro bike. I like to have it at a slight angle with the back down and the front up just a little bit, but not too much because I'm still going to be climbing on the bike. So I tried to keep it quite neutral so it's comfortable on the climbs. All that's left to do is set my seat height, but we've already got a video on that, and the link will be in the description down below. I've followed Neil's advice on how to set the sag, and the video link will be in the description down below. All that remains to be set is a rebound, and I'm actually just going to adjust that to a central position, and I'm going to work from there as a base setting. Exactly the same applies to the fork. I'm going to find that initial base setting and work from there. The more comfortable on the bike, I can make it faster or slower depending on my riding style. So there we have it, 7 different ways that will take your brand new bike to the next level. My bike is now super nice, and I'm ready to hit the trails. For more great videos on GMBN, why don't you click up there for a mechanical playlist. You'll get some top tips on maybe cutting your brake hoses if you need to, or if you are going for a ride and want to improve in your skills, then click just down there for a how-to playlist. But before you do either of that, click right in the middle to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, then give us a thumb up like.